Hey everybody, Timmy Flowers guy here. Decided to come on here and do a live video real quick. Um, Happy 4th of July, everyone. I hope everybody is staying cool today. It's pretty hot out there today. Gonna go up to 84 degrees today. Not as hot as it used to be, but it's still hot. So right now I'm just hanging out, just staying cool. Just been thinking about the upcoming flyer season and what to expect what to expect. We're officially 2 months away from the flyer preseason, and actually 2 months away from the Flyers preseason. Then when we go into August, we'll be 2 months away from the Flyers regular season as well. I just wanted to share my thoughts on the regular season today, on what's going to happen. I want to share my thoughts about the draft picks that we got. Hearing a lot of great things about some of the guys we got. Porter Martone. A lot of good things about Porter Martone. Heard a lot of great things. A lot of good things about Jack Nesbitt as well. And also, I'm glad to see the Flyers finally get a backup goalie. But the only thing that worries me about Dan Vladar as a backup, I'm just scared. I'm just very concerned that we might have another Cal Peterson on our hands. Now, when I say Cal Peterson plays great as an AHL goalie, but he gives a lot of bad goals up in the AHL. You call him up to the NHL, he's just not the same player. Like he just, I've seen him in games with the Philadelphia Flyers, and there was one game last year that we had to have, and Peterson was the starting goaltender for that game. It was yesterday. It was the last season, not the 24-25 season, but it was the 23-24 season. So the Flyers looked like they were winning some games. Pittsburgh was able to get some goals in that game. And Peterson just gave away our lead. We had a big lead, and he gives us 2 bad goals. Flyers managed to tie the score up back in. They were trying to come from behind, and then Peterson gives up another goal again when the Flyers are just trying to come from behind. And I'm going to say right now, he's a good AHL goalie, but when he gets called up, he's absolute trash when he gets called up. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion about that. And the proof is in a preseason game. It was in 2023 against the New Jersey Devils. And Peterson just looked lost out there. He was just scrambling to make saves. Like, he didn't even know what he was doing out there the entire time. So I'm hoping that Dan Vladar can be a good backup for either Sam Emerson or Ivan Fedotov. I kind of think Emerson might stay with the Flyers for a little bit, and then the Flyers might end up revoking Emerson's contract. It might end up just keeping Fedotov and Vladar. So I'm not really sure about that. We have to see what Vladar can offer to this hockey team. We just gotta see what's on the table right now. As for the Shabanov deal, unfortunately, that fell through, but that's okay. I think we'll be all right. We got Mishon, we got guys like Cathey, guys like Owen Tippett. I know Forrester might be out for a few months. I assume that he might be getting surgery on an injury he had. But I'm not worried about that. And a lot of Flyers fans are worried about that, but I feel like a lot of us worry about the little things. I'm not saying an injury is a little thing, but I'm saying that this team is not going to let that stop them from winning. I mean, the team's going to give it their all, no matter what happens. But that's just my opinion. I mean, last season was a bust. It was a repeat of last season when the Flyers were doing so well in the beginning of the season. But when it got close to the end, the Flyers just decided, hey, we don't feel like making the playoffs this year. Well, I don't think they meant that. That's just a little joke there. The Flyers just didn't have what it took to make the playoffs that year. They had a good team. Don't get me wrong. But they didn't really have what it takes to be a good team. And Tortorella getting fired. I mean, I liked John Tortorella, but if it's not working, it's not working. You have to make some changes. And if it's not going to work, then you're going to have to change it. I mean, you can't keep going on just hoping that one day John Tortorella will get lucky again. And well, he didn't get lucky in '04. You think that John Tortorella might, catch lightning in a bottle or something, but that really wasn't the case. I mean, a lot of things came out about him, and that just wasn't a good sign for this team. And whenever you hear a lot of people talking about stuff going on behind the scenes, you hear a lot of people, maybe more than 5 people say it, then it's definitely going to be true. Because once a whole bunch of people spread the rumor about somebody, it's true. Because it's like when somebody cheats on somebody. They don't believe it. 5 people, they know about it. And all of a sudden, 20 people know about it. And then 100 people know about it. And then 200 people know about it. And then all of a sudden, it's true. And that's just how I feel. Because the more people that believe something, it's a bad omen. It is a bad omen. And I believe in that. I believe in stuff like that. And like I said, I know there's a lot of people that may have different opinions about what's going to happen with this team. I know Snow the Goalie, they're a very good podcast, but I feel like they have a lot of mixed opinions about the season. You don't know which guy to really believe. You don't know which guy, what source you should trust. I'm not saying that they're a bad podcast. I'm just saying that sometimes they can be a little dramatic with the things they say on their podcast. But other than that, it's thoroughly entertaining. And I enjoy their podcast. Now, Flyers Alley, I've been listening to them ever since the month of March. And I like their podcast. They got some great stuff on their podcast. They're patient.
What?
With this. They're more.
Use the phone.
They're more patient podcasts. They're more patient Flyers fans. They're not the type that worry about every little thing. But they go out there and they put out a good podcast. It's really good stuff. And I think they're great guys. And I've sent some stuff. I wrote them a couple times on their Facebook group. And they mentioned me in a couple of the videos. So I feel honored about that. They're a great podcast. Flyers Nitty Gritty. They're a pretty confident podcast as well. And Flyers Daily, they can get a little dramatic as well. But other than that, they're a good podcast. A little too much drama in a podcast. I mean that's how it is with sports. If you don't have drama, you're not making money. And I agree with that. And that's how they make their money. If you listen to 97.5, they gotta be dramatic. If they're not dramatic, or they're dramatic, and they seem to take a lot of things serious, and that's okay because that's how you make money. You can't be like, yeah, I'm gonna stay calm and do this. You can't because there's no money in that. But I gotta tell you, people that are calm on some of this podcast, they should get paid because a lot of their patience rubs off on a lot of people, and I think it's an inspiring trait for this podcast. I really do. And I think this city needs more patience. I think the sports aspect of this city needs to be a little more patient. I mean, I see other sports cities that are a little different. Yeah, they don't freak out. They don't go crazy. They don't go crazy over losses or injuries. They It's like going to the games and they're like having fun. This fan base is a little frustrated. Is a little frustrated considering this fan base. This fan base. Okay. This this regular bag.
Pick up mommy's prescriptions.
You coming back?
I'll be right back.
Okay, sorry about that. I just asked what was going on, but that's what I was going to say. Considering that the Flyers have not won the Stanley Cup since '75, I can understand everybody's frustration. I can understand the frustration of Buffalo Sabres fans. I mean, it's frustrating. They had a revolving door of owners, revolving door of draft picks, and it's just, and Buffalo hasn't made the playoffs since '06. But, I know what they're going through because we're going through the same thing. And we're just hoping that this Flyers team can make the Stanley Cup playoffs. Let's be real here. The last time the Flyers made the Stanley Cup playoffs was before COVID. 2018 was the last time that this team made the playoffs with fans in the arena. I don't count 2020 because 2020 was a strange time to be a Flyers fan because 2020 really, it left a void. It really did. 2020 was a strange time to be a Flyers fan. I mean, watching the games with no fans in the arena, it felt like it just did not feel right. And when in WWE, they were going for the same thing. They had no fans in their arena. But what they had was some kind of live stream thing that they would have set up on the side of the arena where you can see people watching from at home on their computers. Now, I don't know why that the NHL couldn't do what the WWE was doing and having a wall of live streams on the side of the arena where fans at home can watch the game and make it look like there are fans in the arena. Now, that's not the same, but it is a little better than no fans in the arena. I mean, let's be real here. This team has not made the playoffs with fans in the arena since 2018. And that's how I feel about that. And a lot of us want to see that. We want to see this team make the playoffs. We want to see the arena filled with fans. You want to see fans waiting outside to get into the building for a playoff game. I mean, the last time I ever experienced a playoff game, and let's be real about this, the last time I experienced a live playoff game in the arena when I went to the game, it was 2012, and they were playing the Devils. And I remember that game like it was yesterday. Danny Briere, first the overtime game, they win the game. Probably one of my favorite playoff games to attend. Actually, my first favorite would have to be Game 6 against Tampa Bay Lightning in 2004. That was a damn good game. A damn good game. I remember going to that game and just going into the arena. And before we went in there, they were having some kind of like block party there. And it was a fun atmosphere. When is the last time we've had a fun atmosphere like that in a Flyers game? When was the last time we had a party like atmosphere before a playoff game? When was that? I don't really remember. The last one I remember clearly was the one in 2004. They had one in 06, but it wasn't as lively as the one in 2004. Anyway, I'm doing really well. I'm just chilling right now. I was going through a lot of, I was going through a lot this week. Don't really want to talk about what that is right now, but maybe in a few weeks I will. I'll talk about it, but right now I don't want to really mention what happened. It's pretty much a long story. I don't want to talk about it. I want to keep it to myself and between me and my family. So I'm not going to discuss it on this platform or any social media platforms at this point. But like I said, 2004 was one of the last great Flyers playoff games that I've been to. So, or 2012 was the last great game that I've been to. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go to many games during the 2010 run. But either way, even though it was on TV or live, it was still a great time to be a Philadelphia Flyers fan. And 2010 was probably one of the greatest years to be a Flyers fan. I mean, we were all happy. We were all excited. We were all excited. When's the last time that we had that feeling? I'm hoping either this year, maybe. I'm not quite sure. It'll be this year that we make the playoffs, but I will say this. This Flyers team is definitely going in the right direction. They're doing everything right. They're drafting the right way. They're developing guys the right way. And fans actually like going to games again. And it's been a while since fans have had that feeling of excitement. I'm very excited about the upcoming season. It's July, and just like those back to school commercials that are on TV now, I'm just like those back to school commercials. But in this case, it's Flyers hockey. And I'm excited. I know that it's July already. But I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm excited for Flyers hockey. I'm excited to see what this team is going to do. I'm excited for more exciting moments. And I'm just very excited to watch Flyers hockey again. And just like I said, just like this back to school commercials. I'm ready for Flyers hockey. It's July, but I'm already set. I'm already ready to see this happen. We got 2 more months to go right now. We got July, we got August, we get through Labor Day, and then we get into the preseason. Then we go into October. Then we get ready for the regular season. I cannot wait to see what the schedule is going to look like. I'll probably be doing a schedule breakdown video. And I will also be doing a schedule breakdown for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms as well. Now, the schedule is not quite out yet. The preseason Flyers schedule is out already. And the Reading Royals schedule is out already. They seem to get their schedule out earlier and earlier every season, so I'm very excited for that. Not just for Flyers hockey, but also for Lehigh Valley Phantoms hockey and Reading Royals hockey as well. Now, I like summer, but not as much as I like the fall. The fall is an entire other level right now. Because in the fall, it gets cooler out. The leaves change color. Hockey starts. Halloween comes by. Thanksgiving comes. And eventually you're in winter. Like one of my favorite holidays. Christmas happens, yes. You may think I'm crazy for talking about Christmas on this video. But it's my favorite holiday. I just really think it really brings families together. And that is why I love it so much. And I'm very excited to see what happens this year. And let me give a quick review to you guys. My room was officially finished. I have a video about the how my new room was put together. Behind me, you can't really see it that well, but behind me there's a picture of Bobby Clark. You can't really see the picture. Can you see a little Flyers logo right here? But I do like what I've done with this room, and I'm happy about it. I'm really happy. What is this thing? I can't see what this says here. Share screen. Alright, hold on. Share screen. What's that do? Okay, let me see if I can, okay, that's not how. So I can do a share screen. I'm here to do live videos, so. Which is pretty cool. Like I said, I'm really excited. Really hot outside. I'm hoping to get outside at least one day, go for a walk. You know, I really need to get out of this house I've been in it for too long. I do have a doctor's appointment coming. I do have some stuff going on later this week, so I'm hoping that I can get outside sooner or later. I'm just, last time I ever went outside this summer, it was 2020. It might have been around at least 2021, maybe. I forget. But I really need to get outside. I got to get myself a nice tan. Hopefully, check out some beautiful ladies in my neighborhood, although there's not many people in my neighborhood. It's a very quiet neighborhood around here, unfortunately. Don't have much action around here. There's not much going on around here. But the only thing action we usually get in the neighborhood is, fireworks and stuff. Which will probably happening sometime later tonight, but other than that, that's all I really have to say right now. But I'm very excited for the new season of my YouTube channel. Got a new show going on September 7th called Timmy's Nostalgia Showcase. I got my pregame videos coming back in the fall. And I also got the orange and black recap coming back this fall. I thought about changing the goal song for the video, but I'm gonna keep grilling him. I mean, it's a good song. I like it. I changed the intros to all my pregame videos, so you're gonna see a different look to my pregame videos coming up this season. I got some back in the day videos coming up. I've been taking breaks on. Sporadically, I did make one of my videos public. For today, my next episode of Back in the Day will be coming out around August 1st. I think around September, I'll be taking a break, and then I'll be coming back in October for the next season. And the 200th episode will be in December. And I'm bringing back Christmas classics to my YouTube channel as well. Now, for the Flyers guys, top 10, I'm thinking about doing a whole new intro for the Flyers guys top 10. The one I have now, I had for about 2 years already. And I'm thinking about, well, actually 3 years. I've had it for 3 years. I'm thinking about maybe doing a different intro and maybe a different outro as well. So I'm not quite sure yet. You'll see what happens later this year. You'll definitely see what happens later this year. I'm taking a break. I get episodes until August 11th. Then I take a break. And then I come back on August 6th. Not August 6th, October 6th. And I bring back the series on October 6th. I noticed that I have not been doing any Halloween related episodes yet. And I'll be doing my first Halloween related episode of the Flyers Guys Top 10. So look out for that in the month of October. Classic Flyers Theater. I got my 300th episode coming up July 24th. You can watch that exclusively on the Timmy Flyers Guy YouTube channel. You can also follow me on my accounts. I recently cut ties with TikTok, and I stopped doing TikTok videos because the website is giving me so much trouble. I tried several times to log in. I think it might be hacked, or I think the website might have changed its whole policy. But other than that, I officially cut ties with TikTok. I will still be making short videos on my YouTube channel and also for Instagram. As far as I'm concerned, I'm done with TikTok. My account is still there. I am not active on that account anymore. So if you're following me, I just want you to know that I am not active on that account anymore. But you can follow me on Twitter at Flyers Guy 8654. That's Flyers Guy with a capital F, capital G for Guy, FLYERS GUY 8654. And you can follow me on my Instagram, Timmy the Flyers Guy 215 on my Instagram, and If you guys are on Facebook and want to be friends with me or interact with me, my Facebook is the same as my YouTube account, Timmy Flyers Guy. Guys, thank you. Thank you for joining me here on this live video. I hope you guys have a great 4th of July. I'm probably most likely going to be watching the fireworks on my television because my ring camera shows up on my television, so I'll be able to watch the fireworks on the TV to see what's going on out there. I like doing it, and the ring cam gives me the opportunity to watch the fireworks, so I'm pretty happy about that. Well, I gotta go, folks. Right now it's July, and right now we're getting through the month of July. It's getting hotter and hotter outside. But once that fire season starts, once that fire season starts, it'll get cooler out. It'll get cooler out, and that fire's hockey will be here before we know it. Fire's hockey to me is like Christmas. Although Fire's hockey is longer than Christmas, the hockey season is longer than Christmas because Christmas is only a day. The Flyers hockey, it feels like it's Christmas every single day. And that's how I feel about that. Now, hopefully, one day, 1 year, we will get back into the playoffs, and it will be epic. And that's all I gotta say about that. Guys, thank you for joining me. I hope you all have a happy 4th of July. I hope you guys enjoy the fireworks. I hope you guys stay safe. And also, there's some events happening in Philadelphia as well. The whole Welcome America thing in Philadelphia. But the only thing is, I don't know what the heck we're going to do about this sanitation strike. I really don't know what we're going to do about it. But, we're making do. We're making do with it. Hopefully, they come to a solution, they come to an agreement, and they can end this strike. Not just for sanitation workers. I'm hoping that the city can come to an agreement, not just with the sanitation department, but also the paramedics, ambulance drivers, firefighters, which we really need right now. I hope they come to an agreement very soon. I honestly think they'll come to an agreement faster than an NHL lockout. And that's how I feel about that. They'll probably come to an agreement a lot quicker than an NHL lockout. I had to put that in there. I thought it would go with it. Well, anyway, guys, have a good day. And happy 4th of July. I hope it's a good one.